Days of Our Lives weekly spoilers. Maggie exposes Constantine at the wedding. Days of Our Lives recap. Friday, May 31, Melinda arrested, Nickel smacks Sloane. Bobby and Jada's encounter. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives daily spoilers reveal that Maggie Corton is ready to expose Constantine Melanus for the lying gold digger that he is. Get ready for marriage day mayhem coming week. The greedy Greek bachelor needs to start packing his wallet ASAP. Next, Everett Lynch gets extreme when his altar pride takes over. Plus, he has an unanticipated connection. Who in Salem knew him as Bobby Stain besides Jada Hunter? It's going to be violent. Eventually, Kristen DiMera still has a hunch and keeps on digging. She discovers baby Judes' DNA test results in the wall safe at the fancy DiMera Man's. She'll do anything to become CEO of DiMera Enterprises, including blackmailing her family, E.J. DiMera. Eric Brady could find out he's the baby's natural father sooner than latterly on the NBC Peacock exclusive. That's what we know so far for the week of June 3 to 7, 2024. Days of Our Lives daily spoilers. Maggie and Constantine's marriage chaos. Days of Our Lives daily spoilers slip that Maggie Corton's and Constantine Melanus' marriage day snappily approaches. June is the biggest month for marriages after all. Still, the only person authentically agitated about tying the knot is Constantine. He thinks he's wisecracked Maggie. The contentious redhead knows Constantine Melanus only wanted her for her late hubby's plutocrat and brainwashed John Black into helping him. Days of Our Lives recaps show that John took his concern to Marlena Evans. His woman helped fortify his mind, and he tricked Constantine into believing he was still in control of the pawn on Days of Our Lives. Coming on Days of Our Lives, Steve Johnson, John Black, and Marlena Evans presented all the data about Constantine to Maggie Corton. She was furious. How could she fall for Constantine Melanus' lies? As a matter of fact, she was advised about Constantine Melanus ahead. Yet, Maggie refused to hear until the intervention. The foursome formulated a plan to go on with the immigration marriage. Maggie Corton will expose Constantine when he least expects it. Days of Our Lives daily spoilers reveal that Maggie waits until the big day to bring down Constantine Melanus formally and for all. How will the Greek man reply? Will he deny everything? Does he bolt it out of Salem for good? Maggie Corton's life could be in peril if she and her musketeers don't act presto. Look for the chaotic form between Maggie and Constantine Melanus coming week. Days of Our Lives weekly spoilers. Everett changes into bad boy Bobby Stain. Days of Our Lives daily spoilers report that Everett Lynch can't keep it together. He has a hard time believing that he substantially probably suffers from DID. Dr. Marlena Evans suggested that Stephanie Johnson and Jada Hunter formed a united front to intermediate. The man desperately needs internal health treatment. But his altar pride, Bobby Stain, rears his dangerous head formerly again. Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that Everett's poisonous personality gets violent. Does he freak out and do commodity he may lament on the long-running cleaner? In fact, Jada has seen the man's darker side before. Plus, he was lately judged for assaulting Eric Brady further. Days of Our Lives spoilers point to a dangerous connection. Is Bobby Stain connected to a known Salem felonious, or is he responsible for the Horton House fire last time? The firebug was no way caught on the Peacock censor. Watch for Everett Lynch's downcast curl to continue coming week. Will he ever get the help he needs? Days weekly spoilers. Kristen DiMera snoops around. Days of Our Lives daily spoilers indicate that Kristen DiMera digs for some dirt. She doesn't relatively buy her family's baby story. Her intimations are right. As a matter of fact, E.J. DiMera knows that little Jude is Eric Brady's natural son, but E.J.'s woman, Nickel Walker, has no idea. E.J. has recent DNA results that prove the baby's maternity. Further, he still has other paperwork hidden in the wall safe. Does Kristen find the results on Days of Our Lives? She desperately wants to run DiMera Enterprises, and a juicy tidbit to blackmail her family would be ideal for the princess. Kristen quests for information she can use coming week on Days of Our Lives. Does she hit the jackpot? Meanwhile, Everett Lynch is taken over by his alter Bobby Stain. What dangerous connections does this poisonous personality have in Salem? Eventually, look for marriage day mayhem for Maggie Corton and Constantine Melanus. The bridegroom brings the bachelor's falsehoods into the light the week of June 3 to 7, 2024 on the Peacock censor. Days of Our Lives. Melinda arrested. Nickel smacks Sloane. Bobby and Jada's encounter. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveals that Stephanie Johnson stopped by Marlena Evans' office to get some advice ahead of Everett Lynch aka Robert Bobby Staines' intervention. Marlena indeed offered guidance and refocused out that she'd be hard in case Stephanie and Jada Hunter demanded backup. Meanwhile, Everett aka Bobby pictured that Jada set up him in the shower and told him about a horrible dream of her own. Jada claimed Bobby allowed he was Everett, and this went on for months, but Bobby said she didn't have to worry about that now and kissed her passionately. When Stephanie appeared in the dream and brazened the brace, Everett woke up startled and ultimately answered the door to Jada. Stephanie followed moments laterally, so Everett assumed the timing wasn't a coexistence. Jada and Stephanie admitted they were there because Marlena suspected he dissociative identity complaint, but Everett claimed his memory problems were because of his auto accident injuries and came irate. Stephanie and Jada claimed Everett had once trauma that demanded to be dealt with, but Bobby resurfaced and said Everett didn't need to know about any of that since he was there to cover him. Bobby also claimed he was still married to Jada since Everett was the bone who inked the divorce papers, which left Jada unnerved. Jada questioned why Bobby still wanted to be married to her, but he argued that they were so good together. Stephanie tried to get through to Everett since she knew he was still in there nearly, but Bobby fought Everett out and cried for Stephanie to leave on with Jada. At the DeMira Manse, E.J. DeMira talked to Nicole DeMira about demanding to pick out a new name for Jude Brady. Nicole allowed Jude was cute and refocused out that he was used to it, but she ultimately conceded since E.J. was adamant about this. After E.J. left with the baby in the stroller, he banged into Marlena in front of the cantina. Marlena sounded sad as she saluted Jude, but she assured E.J. that she was happy for him and got his gratefulness for being so gracious about all this. Coming on Friday's day's occasion, Marlena joined Jada and Stephanie for Everett's intervention. Bobby collapsed with a headache as his agitation boiled over, so Marlena tried to keep him calm as he rested in the fate. Although Bobby eventually agreed to head to the sanitarium for treatment, he murmured about no way letting Everett back out and left Stephanie bothered she'd no way see Everett again. After Melinda Trask got relief of incurious Rafe Hernandez, she gentled herself on the reverse. Melinda was relieved over satisfying Rafe she had no motive to help Sloan Peterson, Brady, and that she hadn't been involved in the Jude handoff at all. In the city forecourt on Friday's day's occasion, Eric Brady brazened Leo Stark about his part in keeping the Jude secret quiet. Eric manhandled Leo and grilled him about Sloan's whereabouts, but Leo swore he'd no idea where she was. Once Rafe intruded, Eric pushed Leo to get out of his sight. Leo bolted before Rafe spoke to Eric about Melinda's story, which Eric snappily dissented with since Melinda had been the one to drop off Jude and was surely involved. Leo stopped by Melinda's office to worry about the Bobbies coming for him, but Melinda played down that possibility since she formally got Rafe to back off. Once Leo was gone, Rafe showed back over to bewail about the evidence of Melinda's phony relinquishment involvement and blazoned that she was under arrest. Leo also caught up with E.J. outside the cantina, where he admitted he'd been lying about their earlier arrangement and how it didn't make sense. It was odd for E.J. to buy Leo's silence and bury the fact that his sprat with Nicole was alive, so Leo knew there was further to the baby switch story. Back at the DeMira Manse on Friday's Days of Our Lives show, Nicole was stunned when Sloan popped up after sneaking in. Sloan wanted Nicole to know she didn't plan to steal the baby and sounded repentant, but Nicole flew into a rage and made a vaticination about Sloan's downfall. After Nicole smacked Sloan in the face, she made it clear that Sloan merited that and further. Nicole blustered about Sloan stealing her of 6 months of Jude's life and complained about Sloan acting like she was a lunatic for allowing Jude was hers. Likewise, Sloan made Nicole grovel for remission after she abducted Jude due to Sloan's negligence in the city forecourt. Nicole wondered what kind of person did all that, so Sloan fired back about Nicole being a fraud since she passed off Sydney DeMira as her own formerly upon a time. Nicole didn't watch what Sloan allowed of her and picked up the phone to call the Bobbies. So Sloan headed for the door on Friday's day's occasion, only to find Eric standing in her path. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Sloan will realize she's got a big escape problem on her hands, so stay tuned for updates on all the surprising news that's coming up. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.